Okay, guys, I debated to do this video because I figured, you know, the true Diamond with Purpose family members knew me, but because we do have new people that come in or people that come on occasionally and have things to say, I figured I'll address some things on this video. Now, my fans, my family, my whatever you want to call yourself, um, and you've been with me for a while, then you know me. You know me and you know my heart and you know how I do things. But anyway, I want to talk about what happened. Now it has been a week since all this craziness happened in Texas. Um, Messages that I got. First of all, off the bat, I want to thank Frutifus. I don't know if that's how you say her name. I'm going to put it down there. That is her YouTube name that she go by. She blessed us tremendously. She got in contact with me, emailed me and said, hey, I'm sending you and your family some money. I want y'all to get a hotel. I don't want y'all to be, having a house hop because that's what we were doing. And I want to thank you for that monetary donation. It really helped us out. I let her know we didn't get a hotel because our lights wound up coming on, but it gave us gas, definitely gas in the car. It provided my daughter with some gas in her car because she had to come down, her and her husband, and necessary things that we needed to take care of. And I am forever grateful for you doing that. Thank you for all the ones that sent super chats, ways to help out. Thank you so much. It means a lot. That shows you, shows me how much you care. And I understand a lot could not do that, and I didn't ask for it. But just watching the ads on my videos helps, guys. Just that. Just watching the little 1-2 minute ad. Now, if it's 45 minutes, no, I don't expect you to watch those long ones. But give it a minute or two so then YouTube can pick it up that you at least kind of watched it and I can get some kind of credit. But, okay. So, February 14th, which was my daughter's birthday, she came over. We had a wonderful time. I will be posting that video. Right now, I'm still in this survival mode, even though it's starting to get back to normal. Your girl went through some stuff. Anyway, February 14th, my daughter came over. It was her birthday. She turned 22. Happy birthday, Kiana. We had no idea that things would be different in the next 24 hours, but it was. So we enjoyed that. We had a wonderful time. I cooked them breakfast, and I cooked my youngest daughter breakfast, and we just had a good time. I fixed some food. So then she went home, and Monday morning, of course, I'm hearing, ice storm coming, but nobody would have ever thought, we're like, okay, Texas weather, okay, we'll see if it actually come here, or because sometimes the media or the news will hype it up so much and you're like, okay. Anyway, so I'm hearing this ice like sleet kind of hitting the window through the night, and I'm like, okay, we're getting this ice storm, and so as for water, no, I didn't have any water put in containers. I was letting the water drip like they were saying to do, and pretty much they was like, okay, this is going to just pretty much pass over really quick. It wasn't really much hyped in the area that, this is serious, right? So Monday morning, I get up and it's cold in the house. And I'm like, okay, I need to turn my thermostat, higher for it to warm up the house. But okay, so the lights were out because when you first wake up, you don't want the bright light flicking on a bright light. So I used my cell phone light, and I was like, oh, it's cold in here. Let me put the temperature up higher. You know, it was like 64 in the house. And so I put the temperature up higher and got back into bed. And I'm like, I ain't heard, I didn't hear the heater kick on. So I'm like, what is going on? So I come downstairs and I'm like, let me check the heater down here. We have two heaters. Come downstairs and I see the maintenance because he lives across from me. And I seen him outside at his car and, and everything. And it was icy outside. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, hey, my heater is not working. He's like, I'm not gonna say the words he said, but he just said, yeah, no one got heat because we don't have lights. And I'm like, we don't have lights? you know? So I I go and I'm like, I flip on the light. I'm like, what? We don't have lights and it's cold, And so anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, well, the lights are off, but we're still in the house and it's cold, but it's not like freezing. Anyway, I decide, okay, I need to cook us some breakfast because everything in my apartment, I'm in an apartment, guys. So it's not like I'm in a house. I'm in an apartment where everything is electric. It's no gas, anything, right? No gas water heater, no gas stove. And so I'm like, okay, what I need to do? Well, I need to cook some breakfast because that's how I start my day. So I get the charcoal out and it's cold outside, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put the, food on there and cook it. And I did. I have a video of that. Guys, at the time, I didn't realize how cold it was, but it was cold. It was the temperature was dropping. So I cooked this breakfast and I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, okay, I gotta get warm, right? Some kind of way I gotta get warm. So I started layering, which in Texas, we wear layers for a fashion statement, not actually for warm. If you see someone wearing layers, it's because they want to be stylish, not because you have to keep, warm. So I go upstairs and I put on two shirts, a long shirt, my jacket, and my house coat. Put on some leggings, some two pairs of warm-ups, and I'm wearing 3 hats on my head. And I'm still cold. I'm just like, oh, this is not good. Okay, so we're trying to figure out what are we gonna do. We can't stay in this apartment another night and it's cold in here. Can't get it warm in here. And I try with the little warmer that I showed you on the stove. But yes, it was warm enough water, but it was not. This is a townhouse we live in, and it was cold. It was like a cold cave we was living in. Well, at the time, my mom said, hey, we have lights, come on over here. I'm like, okay, we're going to come there. But my friend called me, and she's like, hey, I have lights over here too. And I was like, I mean, come on. You got to think about it. You want to go to your mom's or you want to go to one of your good friends, I'm like, oh, I'm going to send Kaya and the dog over there to my mom's house because my friend has 2 pit bulls, 2 cats, I was not going to take Domino over there. He would have been traumatized. It was already kind of crazy. So I took Kaya and Domino to my mom's and in her extra room. So they stayed there. I went to my friend's house. Thank you, Miss Cassandra, so much for taking me in. It was nice and warm at her house, and she was just really sweet to me. So the next morning, I'm looking on my phone and seeing the temperature is 17 degrees. 17 degrees. Not where I'm at, but where I was going coming back to the house. I was like, oh my gosh, 17 degrees. Can you imagine how this house felt, right? So Before I left from down there, because I had to go out of town to my mom and her lives in the same city. My daughter calls and said, "Hey mom, we don't have no electricity and I'm cold." Now come on, mama instincts kicks in because my daughter is pregnant, right? Not just because she's my daughter, but she had my grandbaby. And she's like, "It's just cold. I mean, we spent the night, it was cold, but I just can't get warm." Oh, no, no, that doesn't work. I will, I'll do whatever it comes, to the point of fairly illegal if I have to for my kids to take care of them, to keep them safe. Uh, so anyway, so I tell her, okay, y'all come on down. I'm going to figure out, we're going to have to find somewhere to go. Well, thank goodness that not all the town was out of lights. And so Kaya's dad had lights. And I'm like, "Hey, can we come over?" Right? And he's like, "Fine." He was going to have to work the overnight shift. And he was like, "Yeah, the house is there. Y'all go and, be there." So we went there. So thank you to Kaya's dad for letting us come and stay there. So we stayed there, and water went out. They cut the water off. Not that it went out. That was the thing about it, people. It wasn't the storm that took our water and our lights away. It was people controlling things that cut the water and the lights off. It wasn't the storm. And so anyway, so of course we had to flush the toilets, So I had to boil the snow ice and flush toilets where we can, use the bathroom. How many times you want to pee on top of pee on, you got 5-6 people in the house. That was not, we had to flush toilets. Anyway, as you've seen in the video, I was scooping up ice to flush the toilets and teach the kids how to pour the water down where the hole is. They've never experienced that stuff, right? So anyway, when we got back home, it had been 3 days with no electricity. Now, it was announced that anything in your freezer, deep freezer, whatever, and you haven't had any power, it needs to get thrown out. Now, yes, I am very frugal. I don't want to throw away food. Heck, I didn't hustle to get it. I done dug into dumpsters to get the stuff, right? But now this is where I was getting a lot of comments, and it was pissing me off. And yes, I'm saying that word because I was like, "So you want me to go out in the 1-degree weather and cook all the food and put it where? Put it where? Do we supposed to, And then the comments of, "I've never seen you throw away food. Oh, I just can't look at you throwing away food." I'm sorry, look away. Would you rather me be poisoned or my kids get sick or anything like that? No, I don't know if it froze and refroze and all that kind of stuff. A lot of times when I get things from the dumpster, guys, it didn't came out of the store. I am a morning diver. It just came out the store, right? So the comments that I was getting about, I can't believe you threw it away and stuff. Most of the stuff came from the dumpster. So it's not like, I spent money on this stuff. I didn't. And I am more worried about protecting my kids and my family's health-wise on that. And that's my own choice of what I decide to do. And, so the comments that I was getting, no. If you want to eat them for your family, that's fine. You can do that. But I'm not going to be sitting at a hospital because I decided, oh no, I'm holding on to my food and feed it to my kids and they get sick. Or my daughter with my grandbaby gets sick. No, it's not happening. So your comments like that is rude. So I hate to talk like that, guys, but that really, really ticked me off. And I was like, really? You cannot be true Diamond with Purpose family to be saying stuff like that. And some of y'all have been with me a long time. So You know, if the day comes where you got to go, deuce. We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna, in the middle of all the stuff that was going on, little smart aleck comments like that. I'm not gonna deal with that. Now, like I said on the video, me and my daughter were going to go dumpster dive out, and because we knew the rollaways was coming, and everybody was like, get prepared. And of course, we never had that. Well, I've never seen it in the past. It's never been that the lights been out as long and all that kind of stuff. So I hadn't seen rollaways. Yes, I've seen them in other people's videos, but personally, I had never seen that, right? So, but they were saying, oh yeah, they coming. So by faith and believing, I'm like, God, you're going to protect us. You're going to watch over us. You're going to provide for us, and that's who I trust in. Everyone may have whoever they trust in, but I trust in that my God is only going to do the best for me. And so by faith, I threw the food in the dumpster. By faith, I believed that it would come back. For one, I'm a dumpster diver, guys. I'm going to fill it back up, regardless if it was the next day or a couple days later. I dive every day. So, anyway, if that meant just eating sandwiches or vegetables or whatever I get from the dumpster. But thank God, there was rollaways. They were a lot of rollaways. You will be seeing that video coming out next to show you all the stuff. It was so much food. And these stores, guys, I went on the first day that they threw it out. The first day they threw it out. I went back the second day. The stuff, we were still in the 20s. Our temperatures were in the 20s. It was colder outside than in the refrigerator if we had it at home. That's how cold it was outside. And so we were able to get so much food for my family and for so many families, guys. I loaded my car one time and just took all this stuff to a lady that had families that didn't have any food, electricity, and she did. And I gave all that for her. She can hand it out to other families. I was able to donate to the lady that I gave the eggs to. I brought her so much food over there. She was just like, thank you, because she's able to distribute, I worked my butt off. My back was hurting and everything, but I wanted people to be blessed. I did not want to see all that food to waste. Oh my gosh, if I could have some kind of way loaded up that rollaway and just went around town and just gave people food. Now, people that I got so many negative comments. I posted things on my TikTok. Oh my gosh, I was spoiled. Oh, this. You're going to tell me if you're hungry and you don't have food, you rather go and stand in the line at the store where it's no food, nothing in the refrigerator section, and the stuff still have frost on it. Ice cream was still frozen, guys. I got tons of ice cream, all still frozen. It hadn't even, you know how when you open the lid and hold it a few minutes and it started melting? It hadn't even melted. It was that cold outside. And I got comments of, oh, it's spoiled. Oh, you're gonna kill people. And I let everyone know that I was getting the stuff from the dumpster, and they was like, we know you're a dumpster diver. We don't care, So they knew up front, and you're gonna tell me you rather have your kid be hungry because I don't know, it may have came from the dumpster. It's not time to be snobby. No. And if you are snobby and you watching this channel, you got the wrong channel, because your girl be up in the dumpsters getting whatever I can get free for my family and save me money so I can pay my bills. So this is what this channel is about. So if you snobby or who's, wrong channel, sorry, go into one that do something else. This channel is about saving money, saving things from the landfill, and taking care of my family. That's what most of us dumpster divers are here for, right? We're going to try to make sure we survive, our family survives, and people around us survive. So Uh, anyway, to say all that, guys, I hope you know, my true Diving with Purpose family members know that when I had to throw that food out, it killed me. It, I was still debating all the way. I was like, oh well, but I threw it away, you know. And because I knew it would probably be people say, oh well, she probably didn't really throw that away, blah blah blah. That's why I took y'all to the dumpster to show that I was throwing the stuff out. I shouldn't even have to do that. I shouldn't, you know. But just know that we're okay. We still having to boil our water, and we don't have hot water. I guess the boilers have a leak somewhere. I don't know. So we're still having to boil water, and we don't have hot water. So we can't take hot showers here. We do have to go to other people's homes to take hot showers. But as for heat, we are warm in our house, and actually is now in the 70s. Today is Monday. A week from now, you know, from all that craziness, it has been in the 70s. That's Houston weather. It's Texas weather. Uh, so it's really nice, warm. Everybody's just like, you know, when it came out of the dungeon or whatever. But I want to tell y'all, thank you so much for the prayers. It has been so many of y'all reached out to me, emailed me, and things like that. Um, Thank you. It means a lot. I know a lot of people got a lot of things going on in their life and in their family's life. And Texas was going through some stuff. And I appreciate the ones that thought about me and my family and thought about what was going on here with us. And so anyway, thank you. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, and I hope you enjoy these videos that's coming up. It's gonna have Valentine's stuff. It's gonna have Valentine's stuff. Uh, Definitely the haul. The hauls is coming, guys, and know that I'm still blessing people with things as people get electricity on and kind of clean up their houses. They like, yes, we'll take some food. So I still have more and more people to bless, and I thank God that I learned about dumpster diving. And if you haven't dumpster dived before and you want to provide stuff for your families and stuff, it's out there. It's out there. It's your choice if you want to go and look in the dumpsters or not, but I'm telling you, it's out there. All right. Love you. Love my Diving with Purpose family members. I see y'all on the next video.